Hey everybody, I'm Ethan DeLong, and today I'm going to be presenting to you Suplex Wrestling for Tomorrow. Suplex is an organization that aims to protect the sport of wrestling and help students that live in unfortunate circumstances, thus building each other up. So these students participating in the sport will help build the sport itself up and get new wrestlers out there, while the sport of wrestling will help teach these students lessons that they can use on and off the mat. We also have designed an app that is intended to help get kids educated on wrestling and also to really get their involvement in the sport up. So as an organization, we aim further than just elevating the sport of wrestling, but elevating the quality of life for those in unfortunate situations through the sport. Our goal is to leave a lifetime impact on at-risk students through the benefits and skills that the sport teaches. So our values at Suplex are discipline, the ability to endure and continue in the face of adversity, compassion, understanding and relating to the battle of others, respect, to show respect to your opponent in victory and defeat, and teamwork, a group of individuals working to achieve victory. Here is a quick run through of the app with some mock-ups. Right in the middle is our news feed, again, just to get people involved and educated so they can understand it and see what's going on in the wrestling world. We also have a section dedicated to showcasing athletes who have used the sport of wrestling and become a champion not only in the sport, but in life in general. And we also have a store where we sell wrestling apparel and gear at a discounted rate. So, with that being said, we are targeting the youth. So here is a potential user in Xavier Woods, 17-year-old from Gilbert, Arizona, who wrestles for his high school team, and he lives in an underserved community and wants to use wrestling as his way to get out of there. Right here is Robert Whitaker. He's an 18-year-old from Mesa, Arizona. He wrestles for the Northampton Club, and he lives in an at-risk community. And he wants to try wrestling to learn the benefits for his daily life through a sport that he enjoys. So why do we say we also want to protect the sport of wrestling? And that's because wrestling is an endangered sport. 101 men's wrestling programs have been dropped at the collegiate level. 41 of these were Division I, leaving only 78 current Division I programs left. Now let's take this to a world scale. February 2013, it was removed from the Olympic Games. So it was eventually reinstated, but that just goes to show even the thought of that, this sport being taken away from the Olympics, this sport is endangered, and we want to do everything we can to help protect the sport. And why do we want to protect it? It's because of stories like Henry Cejudo. This is a kid who he won the Olympic gold medal at the age of 19. He grew up on the streets of Central Phoenix. He was homeless. His mom was on the run from immigration. And he didn't even ever sleep on a bed by himself till he was at the Olympic Training Center. And this here is a quote from his book, American Victory. It says, "In this world, you didn't have to fight for food. Somebody actually spooned it onto your plate in this world-class cafeteria. In this world, all you had to do was wrestle." And Henry Cejudo then took those wrestling skills, and he is now a double champion in the UFC. So this is just one of many inspirational stories of somebody who's used wrestling to give themselves a better life for themselves and their families. So to try to target students, because many high schoolers are in our connected world are on social media, we really want to target Instagram and just social media in general. So right here is a couple mock-ups of some advertisements on Instagram to get students involved and try to get their attention of this organization. We also realize that because many students do take public transportation to school, we found it essential to advertise at bus stops, because with the intent of on the way to and from school, students will see this and get intrigued by it and want to learn more about what Suplex is as a program. And right here, I'll take you through a video mock-up of our app. So right here is just our sign-in, sign-up page with our news feed where, again, just where they can learn and get educated on the sport of wrestling. We also have our athletes page, as I pointed out earlier, where they can learn about these individuals who have become champions of the sport of wrestling and help their daily lives, read their stories, and hopefully get inspired by that. On the wrestling page, we have the ability, they can post highlight videos and then watch videos of themselves wrestling just so they can constantly improve and watch their craft grow. We also have a section that is dedicated to all the programs that Suplex offers. So right here is our wrestling camp section. Here's all of our current camps. They could click on that and then get registered for the app or for the camp through the app. We also have events we would host. Here's an example of a fundraiser where proceeds would be given to Suplex clubs. Again, can get registered through the app. And then here's all of our current locations so that people can find out where they need to be to get involved with us, give them directions on how to get there. And here's an example of our store where they can buy this gear and apparel at our discounted rates. And then here's a profile page. Right here, the wrestlers can set up goals for their seasons so they can keep improving, and a messaging section so they can get in contact with coaches and fellow wrestlers. And there is our rundown of how our app works. And here's a run through of our website, which the website is there to advertise ourselves and show who we are as a organization, and also talk more about what we have to offer. So again, some locations. Right here gives the lowdown of our programs that we offer, talking about our all-year training that we give to our wrestlers, and a way to get in touch with us in case you want to learn more and potentially get involved in our sport and help us build the sport of wrestling up and build yourself up. Here are my references, and thank you for your time.